In the late 1960s and early 1970s, a serial killer terrorized California with a string of brutal murders, but he was never caught. The killer, who went by the name Zodiac, taunted police and the public with cryptic letters and codes. The case was never solved, and to this day, the Zodiac Killer remains one of the most notorious and mysterious murderers in American history. It all began on December 20th, 1968. On a quiet road outside the small town of Benicia, near San Francisco, a young couple was found murdered. Betty Lou Jensen, 16, and David Faraday, 17, had been on a date when they were attacked by an unknown assailant. They were shot in the head and torso while sitting in their car. The scene seemed like a random act of violence, and police initially believed it was just a robbery or a personal dispute. 2 years later, another murder scene with similar characteristics was found nearby. This would turn out to be the first clue that a serial killer was operating in the area. On July 4th, 1969, Zodiac struck again. This time, the victims were Darlene Ferrin, 22, and Michael Mageau, 19, who were parked in a car at Blue Rock Springs near Vallejo. The killer approached the car, pulled out a handgun, and opened fire. Darlene was killed instantly, but Michael survived. He was able to provide a description of the killer, a man with a medium build and dark hair. Just after the attack, the killer sent a letter to the local newspaper, the Vallejo Times-Herald, claiming responsibility for the shooting. In the letter, Zodiac proudly took credit for the crime and even included a symbol he would later use as his signature, a cross circle, often referred to as the Zodiac symbol. Over the next several years, Zodiac continued to send a series of disturbing letters to local newspapers and police stations. In these letters, he would describe the details of his murders and send cryptic codes for the public to decode. Zodiac included puzzles that he claimed would reveal his true identity, but to this day, many of these ciphers remain unsolved. One of the most famous ciphers, known as the 340-character cipher, was sent to the San Francisco Chronicle in 1969. It took 51 years for the code to finally be broken in 2020. The deciphered message described Zodiac as a cold, calculating killer who relished the feeling of superiority. The ciphers became his signature, and they added an eerie layer of mystery to the case. Zodiac declared himself the Angel of Death and stated that he wanted to create a hell on earth for the people he killed. He was fixated on being remembered as a famous murderer, and he demanded that the public decode his messages and make him a household name. On September 27, 1969, just months after sending his first threatening letters, Zodiac made a bold move. He attacked another young couple, Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Ann Shepard, near Lake Berryessa, outside Napa County. This time, Zodiac didn't just shoot his victims. He tied them up and approached them wearing an outlandish costume, a hood with eye holes cut out, and a cross-circle symbol on the front. He then proceeded to stab both Brian and Cecilia repeatedly, leaving them for dead. But miraculously, Brian survived and was able to provide police with a description of the killer. Zodiac's final known murder took place on October 11th, 1969. This time, his victim was a taxi driver named Paul Stein, who was shot in the Presidio Heights neighborhood of San Francisco. What makes this killing particularly chilling is that Zodiac gave no warning before pulling the trigger. After killing Stein, Zodiac calmly walked away from the scene. This was the last confirmed murder attributed to Zodiac, though he would go on to taunt police and the public with more letters and cryptic messages. His final known communication was sent to the San Francisco Chronicle in 1974, after which he seemingly vanished. There have been countless theories over the years about Zodiac's identity. Many suspects have been named, but no one has ever been definitively proven to be the killer. Some of the most popular theories include Arthur Lee Allen, a convicted child molester who was linked to the case through circumstantial evidence, but who was never charged with the murders. Richard Gaikowski, a former journalist who has been suggested due to his similar handwriting and other possible connections to the case. The exhaustive list theory, which suggests that Zodiac may have been a completely unknown individual, and that his true identity will likely never be discovered. Despite decades of investigation, Zodiac has never been caught, and the case remains unsolved. Over the years, new forensic techniques like DNA testing and advancements in technology have been applied to the case, but they've yielded no conclusive results. Zodiac's cryptic letters, his taunting behavior, and his ability to stay one step ahead of the authorities have cemented his place in criminal history. His true identity may never be known, and his murders may never be fully solved. The Zodiac Killer remains one of the most infamous, unsolved serial murder cases in history. The case continues to captivate the public and inspire numerous books, documentaries, and movies. The mystery surrounding Zodiac's identity has spawned a lasting pop culture legacy, and his letters and ciphers remain subjects of fascination for true crime enthusiasts around the world. Every year, people try to crack his ciphers and piece together the clues left behind, hoping to uncover the truth about who Zodiac really was. As of now, the Zodiac Killer is an enigma. His identity and his motives remain unsolved, but his legacy will continue to haunt the people of California and the world for generations to come. Thanks for watching and diving deep into this case with me. If you found this story compelling, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. More chilling cases will be coming up that you won't want to miss. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below. And if you want to support the channel, give this video a thumbs up. It really helps spread awareness. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and always remember to question everything.